Hi guys, I'm Johnny Good for Real Home Studio, and today I'm taking a look at Comica's WM100 Plus A UHF wireless microphones. They're lavalier mics for XLR camcorders, DSLR cameras and for smartphones. Okay, so Comica's WM100. Inside the box, what do we find? A really lovely plush case, really well thought out because it is the kind of item which you may well be using on the move. And inside you've got this foam storage as well, which is like a high density foam, which is going to keep your delicate stuff nice and safe. And inside the top pouch there is all your attachments and leads, so really useful. Means you don't have to go out and buy something else, so well thought out. So inside that box we've got your transmitter, which has got a shoe fitting which will go on the top of your DSLR or on your camera, and you've got two receivers. These receivers run either off AA batteries, which will fit in the back here, a couple of those, or you can alternatively charge them via a USB port, and the lead for that is provided. The receivers themselves have up to 16 different volume settings, so you can alter that depending on the power of your source voice, or also where you've placed the mic as well, so that gives you some good level of flexibility. I found somewhere between 5 and 9 tended to be where I was using it generally. Be careful, of course, you don't want to go much too high because you're going to get distortion and clipping, so better to be on the safe side when you're recording. They both also come with high pass filters built in, graded as low and high, so that's also really useful depending on what level of background noise you've got. Something is worth noting, that despite the units being made out of plastic, the input fittings are metal. That's something I'm really happy to see. Plastic input fittings are just nothing other than a nightmare, so it's a really nice touch that they fitted those metal inputs in. And another nice touch is that you've got audio meters both on the receiver and the transmitter. This is so useful for troubleshooting when you're just busy setting leads up and on a shoot, that you can just quickly check, am I getting something from the mic into here? Yes, I am. Maybe the problem's at the other end. So you can quickly work out what's going on. Meters, pay attention, every company that makes things like this, you need meters, because when you're just working blind and you can't see when the signal's going on, it can drive you absolutely crazy. So they work up to a 100-meter distance, but you also have settings as well that you can reduce the power output if you were, say, working in a small setting like I would be right now, so you're not maxing your battery out all the time, but you can get onto that bigger distance setting if you're doing a bigger distance shoot. So other leads and attachments that come with the WM100 include your USB charging lead. You also have an XLR to mini jack as well, just on the off chance you're using a camcorder which does have an XLR in. You're also provided with a standard attachment for most DSLRs, and a couple of mini dead cats as well in case you're in very windy conditions. The mics themselves do come with these little windshields as well as the lavalier clip as well, so you can mount it on your source. Okay, so they're very well equipped. There's nothing else to do other now than to get the mic on and take a listen. Okay, so now we've got the WM100 from Comica attached and set up on the DSLR. It's pointing straight at source. We've got it on its low power setting because I'm about 1.5 meters away. And we've got the lavalier mic attached to my collar here. I'm wearing like a perfect t-shirt for if you were interviewing someone. This is the sort of thing you'd ideally want them to wear. What you don't want them to wear is a t-shirt, where it can be really difficult to attach the mic and you might end up firing off in a different direction. We don't want that. We want it firing up at source. So like collars and shirts are the ideal thing when you're attaching a lavalier mic. So all in all, I'm super impressed with this pack. It's very efficient. It just works straight out of the box. It's lightweight, but with the case and everything, you've got everything you need to keep it safe if you're on the go. They've thought of the case. They've thought of different adapters. I would say if you want to adapt it to your phone, you may well need a separate lead adapter, so bear that in mind. You've got the little mini windshields, but you've also got the mini dead cats as well, which you can put over your mic if you're in super windy conditions. You get 2 receivers and 1 transmitter, so that's perfect if you're doing an interview. They've pretty much got it all thought out with this one. It's really good value, it sounds great. And if you're doing something like me and working in videography, it also saves a lot of hassle setting up and miking up all the time. You can leave this mounted on your camera, whack your mic on, you've got your settings where you know you want them, and off you go doing your YouTube work. So overall, Comica WM100, big thumbs up. My name's Johnny Good for Will Home Studio. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Make sure you have yourself a great day.